that's it.
Enough.
Wow.
Enough.
Here we go again. Here we are again, David.
Yeah, welcome to another Bowls Revolution podcast, which, as you can see, is being sponsored by Button this week.
He's a good dog.
Yes, available for stud at very low prices. I introduce, obviously, my co-host,
Terry Kennard.
Terry
Here
Kennard,
I am.
and myself, David Coombs. Now, we start this week with it's a somewhat confused week this week, if you stay long enough. We start this week with the anonymous text that we had saying, is this a wine tasting or a podcast? Well, I have to tell you it's obvious.
It's
So
a wine tasting.
Right. Well, it's nice of you to join us, nevertheless. And what else are we going to do first?
Actually, this is rather nice.
Oh, you like that one?
Yes, very nice. I'm not usually a red wine drinker, but this is very pleasant. Sweet bouquet.
Just
Hint
can't
of
tell you.
raspberries.
Right. Now, what else were we going to do next?
Well, we've had a text message from the Angry Club.
We're going to do that one now.
Well, we might as well. Do you want me to wear my umpire's hat for this one?
Well, yes, you can.
Because I have 3 personas today.
Yes.
Shall I introduce them?
Yes.
This is Terry Kennard. Terry Kennard, normal person. This is Terry Kennard, TUIBC chairman. And this is Grumpy Umpy, umpire's corner. My 3
Right.
personas today. And confused.com. Are we allowed to say that?
Well, if they
Is
pay
it
for,
advertising?
pay for the sponsorship. yeah.
Well, there you go. We might make some money.
Right. Now, which hat are you going to wear to start with?
Well, I think we ought to get the contentious stuff. Well, actually, it's all contentious today, really. But I think we ought to get Grumpy Umpy's corner over and done with, yeah?
Really? We
Yeah,
don't
I think
usually
we can do that.
Okay,
So I'm
you
going to
do
put
that.
my umpire's hat
I can
on
go to
today.
sleep then.
No. It's 30 seconds. Honestly, 30 seconds. We've had a message from the Angry Club Bowler, and he's really raging again. I tell you what, the Angry Club Bowler is really quite an angry guy. Or it might be a woman, because we don't know, do we?
We can't say.
Anyway, Angry Club Bowler. He's really up in arms about people, he says here, walking up and down the green after their bowl, while they're bowling their bowl, and after it has come to rest, they're still wandering up the green. Now, when it's his turn to bowl, and he says, what can you do about it? Well, there's not really a great deal you can do about it, but it is very annoying when your bowlers come to rest. I've been in the Grand Grimoire, the book of umpires' spells. And when your bowlers come to rest, the possession of the rink immediately passes. Can you see me now? Immediately passes to the opposition. So when you've delivered your bowl, it goes up the green, it comes to rest. The opposition then have total possession of the rink. So you should be either behind the mat when your bowlers come to rest, or behind the jack, behind the head when your bowlers come to rest. Now, the umpire has the power to stop the bowl if he sees that is being violated,
Has to be pretty fit before that.
and declare it dead if the rule is not followed. And if you remember, we talked about this in a previous podcast when we said we were talking about interfere, distract, and annoy. Well, that's exactly one of those points. Interfere, distract, and annoy. You have to stand behind the mat when your opposition is bowling, out of their eye line and eyesight, or you have to be behind the head. There you are, 30 seconds, all sorted. Thank you, Angry Club Bowler. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Don't want people to go to sleep before we get started, though. Now, which hat are you going to wear?
Well, what question are you going to ask?
Well, I want you that we've spent all summer disassociating the Torquay Club, the Torbay Indoor Bowling Club, from.
This is my chairman's hat now then, is it?
Yes, the chairman's hat. Yes.
Right.
I thought you objected to the word chairman.
well, chairman, chairperson, chair lady, I really don't mind. Well, it's a gender thing again, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah, it is, because it annoys me, because you pulled me up on it the other day, because chairman was a term that goes back a long time, and I think just because it's got 3 letters on the end, which are relevant, doesn't mean it's gender specific.
But all you're leaving out is the woe. Chairwoman.
It's just, I just don't know what, I mean, how far do you take it?
Well,
I'm thinking on my feet here, which is very difficult when I'm sat down. But I mean, would you change a word like manhandle into person handle?
woman handle,
No, we can't.
I don't
It's just
know.
going the other way.
panhandle.
Oh, what about the little town of Manchester?
Ah,
That
Well,
would be
see-
Personchester.
but with all this, we can't use the word woke because nobody really knows what that word means. We've just looked it up, haven't we, to see what that word means. But can I just refer you to something? Hang on, I've taken this off because I'm not chairman and this is Terry Kennard now. At the golf club, we now have gender-free teas.
T's, T-W-E-S.
T-W-E-S, not T-E-A-S. So yeah, gender-free teas now. So when you go to the golf club, you have to tell them which tee you're going to be playing off. The navy blue, the maroon, or the white, or the black. But it's the navy blue is still the ladies' tee, if you know what I mean. It's where the ladies play off. It's madness. It's political correctness gone mad.
Right.
Sorry, end of rant. Just thought I'd drop that in.
Okay. Where are we going now? Yes, you've got something as chairman. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it now. Yes, I'll do it. I'll tell you what. I'll call you chair,
Okay, yeah.
just to be,
Armchair.
just chair.
Chair,
Yes. I
okay.
don't want you to be
Right.
sat upon in
No,
any way.
This is it. This is my chairman's hat then, okay.
You missed that one. However,
I didn't.
where was I? Forgot what I was
You
talking
were-
about.
you were
Yes,
gonna
you
call me
had some.
chair.
Yes, and what does the chair of the Torbay Indoor Bowling Club got to celebrate? Sorry to be a bit parochial this week. Have you got to celebrate this week from the English Indoor Bowling Association?
Oh, we're talking about funds, aren't we?
No, we're talking
Yeah,
about prize money.
Funds and prize money. Yes, we actually got. Thank you, EIBA. Our Denny Cup boys went to play. Where was it? Nottingham.
Yeah, I think so.
6 months ago.
6 months ago.
And we actually got our prize money last week. Well done, EIBA. £750. Thank you very much. That was well worth it, wasn't it?
But the point wasn't
It
it?
cost us twice that to
No.
take the team up there.
The point was, if somebody hadn't made a fuss about it, they wouldn't have paid it up.
Well, quite. Yeah.
That's the point.
They forgot. I think they
Forgot.
forgot.
Which moves us to another capable organisation. Sorry about that.
That's scary.
I'm sorry they keep cropping up, but we have we're recording this podcast a few days before the AGM that the Devon County Indoor Bowling Association are holding at Plymouth, starting at 6:45. That was the other
Next
thing.
Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Next
other-
Thursday. Be there or be square.
Weren't you going to mention the fact that you, as chairman, chair, weren't you going to mention the fact that you've been communicating with the Devon County Indoor Bowling Association and they've been ignoring you? You sent a couple of letters. You sent one about the person they banned and another
Yeah.
about
We.
professional relationship. Would you like to go into that just for a
Yeah,
second?
there is one person banned from all county competitions. I don't like to mention any names now, but he is a member of Torquay United Indoor Bowls Club.
Previously the treasurer of Devon County.
And he's been banned from entering any county competitions now, which actually I think is rather harsh because he cannot now play with his son. In the mixed, or not mixed, in the men's pairs or the family pairs. I think there's a family pairs, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, so he can't play with his son in the family pairs, which I think is very sad because it has implications throughout that family now. And I've written to them asking if they will reinstate him because he didn't do anything bad. All he did really was ask some questions, and in an open and transparent organisation as the DCIBA should be, then they should be able to answer questions like this openly. To if any questions are asked, they should be able to answer them openly. But he asked questions that were rather embarrassing, I think.
So he got fired.
So he got fired and he's been ostracised from DCIBA.
I
had no reply from that email.
Yeah, when did you write it?
Oh God, I've got a record of it here on my phone. It's got to be 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago now. I also wrote to them asking them to return to some kind of professionalism because they seem to have some kind of problem with the hierarchy at our club, and they either are going to send me the information or our safeguarding officer the information. Well, I think everything should go to our secretary, Gary Hitchings, because he is the one who will then dole out the duties or the information to the relevant person in the club. That is how our club is set up. That is how we like it. We like things to go to Gary so that he is in control and he can look after the rest of us and make sure that everything is going in the right direction. That is how we run our club. We don't think that we should be dictated to by a higher authority as to how we run our club. I don't think that's fair. So I asked them to correspond with our secretary, and I asked quite very, very sweetly, as is my nature, to return to some kind of professionalism when communicating with TUIBC. I haven't had a reply to that email either. And so
we've had no contact from them.
No contact whatsoever from them. And I think that's rather sad when we're paying to be part of that organisation. Look, we don't have to love each other, do we? But we have to work with each other for the sake of our clubs, for the sake of the county, and for the sake of every individual in them. You know, but as I say, we don't have to love each other, but we have to work together. So, you know, why can't we be a little bit professional and put away these silly, well, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is. Right.
End of rant. Is that the end of my second rant?
Finished being chair?
Yes, chair. Can I take my hat off now?
Yeah, well, I have to say,
it's warm.
That's a first for our broadcast.
Mess your hair up as well, doesn't it?
It's a first for our broadcast. That's the first time I have interviewed a chair with a hat on and got a sensible reply.
You make me laugh.
Right, what else we got to do now?
Well, weren't we talking about...
the Devon County...
Yes, we've got the AGM coming up. Next Thursday, be there or be square.
Yeah, there are a couple of things about that, and that is the agenda. The agenda talks about the minutes of the 22-23 season. Wouldn't there be some minutes of the
23-24 season? Yes, should be, and treasurer reports.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Yeah.
And also they are thinking of doing away with the prize money for the semi-finalists. I guess that's so they can put up the honorariums even further.
That's naughty because they're asking to top up for us to pay an extra, what is it, 80 pence capitation?
Yes.
But they're taking away the semi-finalists' prize money.
Yeah, on the grounds.
So what are we paying for?
I don't know, man.
Well, that's the sort of question that needs to be asked at the meeting, is it not?
It is. So I hope all the delegates will attend. And
was there not something about the registration of players as well? Having registration of players.
Oh yes, all the capitation fees have got to have names with them.
But we don't know enough about that to ask questions about that at the moment, but isn't that against GDPR? Because, I mean, I wouldn't want my name on another database.
GDPR, for those that are uninitiated?
Something to do with... Data protection.
Oh, right.
Yes, data protection. So isn't that if you've got your name on another database, is that not?
Yeah, haven't they got their names on the database taken for all the competitions that we enter?
Yeah, but you consent to that, don't you?
You do.
Consent to that. But I mean, I don't think I would like to have every member of Torquay United who's paid a capitation fee on another list.
Interesting. Right.
I'm not. We're not saying this to be contentious. This is not contentious at all. What we're doing is just talking generally. And I dare say there are people sat in a lot of other homes having exactly the same conversation. It's just that we're bold enough to do it on camera.
Yeah. Now, what we've been doing over the last summer is trying this out. These podcasts, and they've proved to be a great success. The numbers have gone up quite considerably now. So when we get into the proper season, which is starting shortly, then I hope we'll have a lot more things to talk about. But we do need people to come back to us and provide us with feedback, because that's always the topic of conversation. And at this point, I'll mention the Bowls site, the website that I've created under Bowls Revolution, which is just getting underway. And I need as many, if you want to write reports for your clubs and all the rest of it, that will go on there, as opposed to this YouTube channel, which is just reserved for all these podcasts. So help us out, come back to us, we need your help.
Yeah, and also can we thank Craig Ayres and Mike Stratton for the lovely music that
I was going to do that over the...
Oh, well, I just thought you'd forgotten about that.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Are we going to do it again?
We're going to play it out now.
Oh, great. Hang on, let me just get it on my phone. I think it's wonderful. Rock on. Here we go.
This is where I was going to say original music composed, but not that loudly.
Oh.
All right, go for it. You've already said it anyway, that's all right.
I think it's really good. Reminiscent of the Allman Brothers. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Well, cheers, old buddy.
May you never rust.
Indeed.